The clock is ticking. Your body is screaming for help. Imagine this. Your body is a high-performance machine, a marvel of biological engineering. But what happens when one of its most critical systems, the kidneys, starts to fail? Kidney failure isn't just a health issue. It's a full-blown, life-threatening crisis that can strike like a lightning bolt out of the blue. But here's the kicker. Your body doesn't let this happen without a fight. In the days leading up to kidney failure, it sent out a series of urgent, unmistakable signals. These aren't just whispers, they are full-blown, ear-piercing screams for help. In this video, we'll explore the 8 symptoms that appear 3 days before kidney failure. This isn't just a list, it's a survival guide. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what your body is trying to tell you, why these symptoms occur, and what you can do to act before it's too late. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's embark on this life-saving journey together. 1. Fatigue that feels like a ton of bricks. Let's kick things off with fatigue, a symptom so deceptively common that most people shrug it off with a casual, "I'm just tired." But let me stop you right there. The fatigue we're talking about here isn't your run-of-the-mill, "I stayed up too late watching Netflix" kind of tired. Oh no, this is fatigue on steroids. This is the kind of exhaustion that feels like you've been strapped to a ton of bricks and forced to drag them up a never-ending hill. You wake up in the morning feeling like you haven't slept a wink, and even the simplest tasks like brushing your teeth or walking to the mailbox feel like Herculean feats. It's as if your body has been hijacked by a relentless energy vampire, leaving you drained, sluggish, and utterly defeated. Your kidneys are the unsung heroes of your body, working tirelessly to filter waste and toxins from your blood. But when they start to fail, it's like a dam breaking. Toxins that should have been flushed out begin to accumulate in your bloodstream, poisoning your body from the inside out. It's a silent, insidious invasion that leaves you feeling like a shadow of your former self. But wait, there's more. Your kidneys also produce a hormone called erythropoietin, which is like the conductor of your body's red blood cell orchestra. When kidney function declines, red blood cell production drops, leading to anemia. And anemia? That's like cutting off your body's oxygen supply at the source. Your tissues are starved of oxygen, leaving you feeling like a zombie, slow, sluggish, and utterly devoid of energy. If you're experiencing this level of fatigue, don't you dare brush it off as just being tired. This is your body screaming at the top of its lungs, begging you to pay attention. Schedule a visit with your doctor ASAP and request blood tests to check your kidney function and hemoglobin levels. Early detection can be the difference between life and death. And while you're at it, start hydrating like your life depends on it, because it does. And consider adding iron-rich foods to your diet to combat anemia. But most importantly, don't wait. Your kidneys and your life are counting on you. 2. Swelling. Now, let's talk about swelling, or as I like to call it, the unwelcome puffiness that turns you into a human balloon. Imagine this. You wake up one morning, shuffle to the bathroom, and catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror. But wait, who is that puffy-faced stranger staring back at you? Your feet, ankles, and legs look like they've been inflated with a bite pump, and your face. Let's just say you're not winning any beauty contests today. This isn't the kind of bloating you get from eating too much pizza. No, this is edema, a telltale sign that your kidneys are waving the white flag. Your kidneys are the ultimate regulators of fluid balance in your body. Think of them as the bouncers at a nightclub, deciding who gets in and who gets kicked out. But when your kidneys start to fail, it's like the bouncers have gone on strike. Excess fluid that should have been flushed out begins to accumulate in your tissues, turning you into a puffy, swollen version of yourself. This swelling often starts in the lower extremities, your feet, ankles, and legs. But don't be surprised if it creeps up to your hands, face, and even your abdomen. It's like your body is slowly filling up with water, and there's no drain in sight. If you notice sudden or severe swelling, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like fatigue or shortness of breath, don't wait. This is your body's way of sounding the alarm, and trust me, it's not crying wolf. Seek medical attention immediately. In the meantime, there are a few things you can do to manage the swelling. Cut back on salt. Your kidneys will thank you. And elevate your legs to help drain some of that excess fluid. Compression socks can also be a lifesaver, helping to squeeze the fluid out of your tissues and back into circulation. But let's be clear, these are temporary fixes. The real solution lies in addressing the root cause, your struggling kidneys. So don't delay. Your body is literally crying out for help. Listen to it. 3. Shortness of breath. Imagine this. You're sitting on your couch, binge watching your favorite show, not a care in the world. You haven't moved a muscle in hours, and yet, out of nowhere, you feel like you just sprinted a marathon. Your chest tightens, your lungs scream for air, and no matter how deeply you try to breathe, it feels like you're sucking air through a straw. This isn't just, I need to catch my breath kind of shortness of breath. This is the kind that makes you feel like you're drowning on dry land. And guess what? It's one of the most terrifying symptoms of kidney failure. Why it happens? The double whammy of fluid and anemia. Let's break it down. First, your failing kidneys can't manage fluid balance properly, so excess fluid starts to accumulate where it's shouldn't, like in your lungs. This is called pulmonary edema, and it's like trying to breathe with a wet sponge stuffed in your chest. Every breath feels like a struggle because, well, it is. But wait, there's more. Kidney failure often leads to anemia, which means your blood isn't carrying enough oxygen to your tissues. So not only are your lungs struggling to take in air, but your body isn't getting the oxygen it needs to function. It's a vicious cycle that leaves you gasping for air, even when you're doing absolutely nothing. If you're experiencing this kind of shortness of breath, don't you dare chalk it up to being out of shape or having a bad day. This is your body screaming, "Help!" at the top of its lungs. Seek medical attention immediately. This could be a sign of advanced kidney failure or even heart issues, both of which are medical emergencies. In the meantime, try to stay calm. Easier said than done, I know, and sit upright to help your lungs expand. But let's be real, this isn't something you can fix with home remedies. Your kidneys are in crisis and you need professional help. Don't wait until you're literally fighting for every breath. 4. Metallic taste in your mouth. Imagine this. You sit down to enjoy your favorite meal. Let's say a juicy steak or a decadent slice of chocolate cake. You take a bite, expecting that familiar burst of flavor, but instead, your mouth is flooded with the taste of metal. It's like you're chewing on aluminum foil or licking a penny. Disgusting, right? This metallic taste isn't just a weird quirk. It's a bizarre but serious symptom of kidney failure. And trust me, it's not something you can just rinse away with mouthwash. When your kidneys start to fail, they can't filter waste and toxins from your blood effectively. These toxins build up in your bloodstream, and some of them, like urea, can break down into ammonia. This ammonia can seep into your saliva, creating that awful metallic or chemical taste in your mouth. It's like your body is trying to warn you that something is very, very wrong. And let's not forget your taste buds are also affected by the overall toxicity in your body, making everything taste off. Even water can start to taste like you're sipping from a rusty pipe. If you notice this metallic taste, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like fatigue, swelling, or nausea, don't brush it off as a weird phase. This is your body's way of sounding the alarm. Get your kidney function tested ASAP. In the meantime, stay hydrated to help flush out some of those toxins and avoid foods that make the taste worse, like red meat or overly salty snacks. But let's be clear, this isn't just about bad breath or a weird taste. It's a red flag that your kidneys are in trouble. Don't ignore it. 5. Nausea and vomiting. Let's talk about nausea and vomiting, the dynamic duo of misery. We've all been there after a bad meal or a rough night out, but the nausea and vomiting associated with kidney failure are on a whole other level. This isn't just a queasy stomach or a one-and-done kind of vomit. No, this is relentless, gut-wrenching nausea that feels like a roller coaster you can't get off. You might find yourself running to the bathroom multiple times a day or worse, feeling like you're on the verge of throwing up 24/7. It's exhausting, humiliating, and downright terrifying. Why it happens? Toxins attack your gut. When your kidneys fail, toxins that should have been flushed out start to build up in your bloodstream. These toxins irritate your stomach and digestive system, triggering nausea and vomiting. It's like your body is trying to expel the poison, but it can't because the source of the problem, your failing kidneys, is still there. And let's not forget, the constant vomiting can lead to dehydration, which only makes things worse. It's a vicious cycle that leaves you feeling like you're trapped in a nightmare. If you're experiencing persistent nausea and vomiting, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like fatigue, swelling, or shortness of breath, don't wait. This isn't just a stomach bug or bad sushi. It's a sign that your kidneys are in serious trouble. See a doctor immediately to rule out kidney failure or other serious conditions. In the meantime, try sipping on clear fluids like water or ginger tea to stay hydrated, and avoid heavy or greasy foods that can make the nausea worse. But let's be real, this isn't something you can tough out on your own. Your body is in crisis, and it's time to get help. Don't wait until you're too weak to stand. 6. Changes in urination. Let's talk about something we all do, but rarely discuss: peeing. Your urine is like a crystal ball into your kidney health. It can reveal secrets about what's going on inside your body. But when your kidneys start to fail, your urine becomes a flashing neon sign screaming, something is wrong. Changes in frequency, color, or smell aren't just minor inconveniences. They're major red flags that your kidneys are struggling to keep up with their job. And trust me, You don't want to ignore these signs. Your kidneys are like the body's filtration system, working 24/7 to remove waste and excess fluid from your blood. But when they start to fail, this system goes haywire. You might notice you're urinating more frequently, especially at night, as your kidneys struggle to concentrate urine. Or, on the flip side, you might urinate less than usual, a sign that your kidneys are barely functioning. The urine itself can also change dramatically. It might become foamy, a sign of protein leaking into your urine. Dark, indicating blood or concentrated waste, or even bloody. And the smell. Let's just say it won't be winning any awards for pleasant aromas. These changes are your kidney's way of waving a giant red flag and begging for help. If you notice any significant changes in your urination habits, don't just shrug and move on. This is your body's way of sounding the alarm. Get a urine test to check for protein or blood, both of which can indicate kidney issues. Pay attention to how often you're going, what your urine looks like, and how it smells. And while you're at it, stay hydrated. Water is your kidney's best friend. But let's be clear, this isn't something you can fix by drinking more water or ignoring it. Your kidneys are in trouble, and it's time to act. Don't wait until the problem becomes irreversible. Before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. 7. Itchy skin. Itchy skin might sound like a minor annoyance, but when it's caused by kidney failure, it's a whole new level of torture. This isn't your average mosquito bite itch that goes away after a good scratch. No, this is deep, relentless, and maddening, like having 1,000 tiny needles pricking your skin 24/7. You might find yourself scratching until your skin is raw, but the itch just won't quit. It's enough to drive anyone to the brink of insanity. When your kidneys fail, they can't properly filter out waste products like phosphorus. This leads to a buildup of phosphorus in your blood, which can cause severe itching. But that's not all. Toxins that should have been flushed out by your kidneys can also accumulate in your bloodstream, irritating your skin and making the itching even worse. Add dry skin into the mix, a common side effect of kidney failure, and you've got the perfect storm for unbearable, unrelenting itchiness. If you're experiencing this kind of itching, don't just reach for the moisturizer and hope for the best. This is your body's way of telling you that your kidneys are in serious trouble. See a doctor to address the root cause of the problem. In the meantime, try to manage the symptoms by moisturizing your skin regularly and avoiding phosphorus-rich foods like dairy and processed snacks. But let's be real, no amount of lotion or dietary changes will fix the underlying issue. Your kidneys need help, and they need it now. Don't let the itch drive you crazy. Act before it's too late. 8. Confusion and mental fog. Imagine this. You're trying to solve a simple math problem, like calculating a tip at a restaurant, but your brain feels like it's wrapped in cotton wool. You can't concentrate, your thoughts are jumbled, and even remembering your own phone number feels like a Herculean task. This isn't just a case of being tired or distracted. It's confusion and mental fog, and it's one of the most alarming symptoms of kidney failure. It's like your brain has been hijacked, leaving you feeling lost, disoriented, and utterly helpless. When your kidneys fail, toxins that should have been filtered out start to build up in your bloodstream. These toxins can cross the blood-brain barrier, affecting your brain function and leading to confusion, difficulty concentrating, and even memory loss. It's like your brain is being poisoned from the inside out, and the result is a mental fog so thick you can barely see through it. This isn't just frustrating, it's terrifying, especially if you've always prided yourself on being sharp and alert. If you or a loved one is experiencing sudden confusion or mental fog, don't brush it off as stress or aging. This is a serious symptom that requires immediate attention. Seek medical help right away to rule out kidney failure or other serious conditions. In the meantime, try to stay calm and avoid making important decisions until you've gotten to the bottom of the issue. But let's be clear, this isn't something you can fix with a good night's sleep or a cup of coffee. Your brain is under attack, and it's time to act. Don't wait until the fog becomes permanent. Kidney failure is a silent predator, but it leaves clues. These 8 symptoms are your body's way of sounding the alarm. Ignoring them is like ignoring a fire alarm in your home. It's only a matter of time before disaster strikes. The good news: early detection can make all the difference, your lifeline to survival. Yes, kidney failure is terrifying, but it's not an inevitable death sentence if you catch it in time. Your body is a master communicator, and it's been sending you signals, loud and clear, that something is wrong. The key is to listen, act, and take control before it's too late. If you or someone you know is experiencing any of these symptoms, don't wait, don't procrastinate. Don't tell yourself, it's probably nothing. Your kidneys and your life depend on it. If you're experiencing any of the symptoms we discussed, fatigue, swelling, shortness of breath, metallic taste, nausea, changes in urination, itchy skin, or confusion, don't wait. See a doctor immediately. Get tested. Demand answers. Your health is not something you can afford to gamble with. And while you're at it, take a proactive approach to your well-being. Stay hydrated, eat a kidney-friendly diet, exercise regularly, and avoid habits that put unnecessary strain on your kidneys, like smoking or excessive alcohol consumption. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to save your life. When it comes to your health, ignorance isn't bliss. It's a risk you can't afford to take. Ignorance might feel comfortable in the short term, but it's a dangerous game to play. The longer you ignore the symptoms, the more damage your kidneys will sustain. And once the damage is done, it's often irreversible. But here's the thing. You don't have to be a victim. You have the power to take control of your health and make informed decisions. All it takes is a little knowledge and a lot of courage. The more you know about your body and how it works, the better equipped you'll be to spot the warning signs and take action. Kidney failure doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process, and the symptoms are your body's way of giving you a heads up. By understanding these symptoms, you're arming yourself with the knowledge you need to fight back. You're giving yourself a fighting chance. Don't rely on anyone else to take care of your health. Be your own advocate. Ask questions. Do your research. Demand answers. And most importantly, don't be afraid to speak up. If something feels off, trust your instincts and get it checked out. Your health is too important to leave to chance. Also share this post with your loved ones. You might just save a life. This information isn't just for you. It's for everyone you care about. Share this video with your loved ones. Talk to your family and friends about the warning signs of kidney failure. You never know. It might just save a life. Kidney failure doesn't discriminate. It can happen to anyone, at any age, regardless of their lifestyle or background. But the more people know about the symptoms, the better equipped they'll be to recognize them and take action. Fear is natural, but it doesn't have to control you. Choose action over fear. Choose knowledge over ignorance. Choose life over complacency. Your health is too important to leave to chance. So take a deep breath, pick up the phone, and make that doctor's appointment. Your kidneys and your future will thank you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching.